This is the story of a night filled with tragedy and mystery, a haunting tale that leaves us questioning the boundary between life and death. This is
The Soul That Screamed.
on the foggy night of December 27th, 1984. Four teenagers in St. Paul, Minnesota set off for what should have been an unforgettable evening, a Prince concert that promised excitement and energy. As they drove down Edgecombe Road, the weather grew treacherous with light rain and dense fog. At approximately 7:15 p.m., the driver missed a sharp curve, and the Jeep jumped the curb, colliding violently with a tree. Three of the teens had been wearing seatbelts, escaping with minor injuries, but the front passenger, 16-year-old John Boulware, had not been buckled in. He was thrown forward, pinned under the dashboard, and critically injured. St. Paul police officers Brian Kuhl and Mark Kemp arrived at the scene, responding to reports of an accident with injuries. The three less injured teens stood outside the wreckage, pleading with the officers to help their friend. Paramedics soon arrived, pronouncing the 16-year-old deceased. As required for fatal accidents, Officer Coyle began photographing the scene using a 35mm camera. A few days later, Officer Coyle received an urgent call from the police photo lab. Something unusual had happened on the film. One photo captured what appeared to be the anguished face of John Boulware, floating above the wrecked vehicle, his mouth open in a ghostly scream, as if crying out that he did not want to leave this world. The photo lab technician, a veteran in his field, admitted he'd never seen anything like it before. In 1984, there was no such thing as digital manipulation or Photoshop. The photos have since been featured on numerous supernatural shows with no rational explanation ever offered. Some skeptics suggest the image is a case of pareidolia, a trick of the mind, finding patterns where none exist. But others believe the camera captured something far more chilling, the desperate cry of a young soul unwilling to move on. Was the ghostly image on Officer Coyle's film a glimpse of John Boulware's spirit leaving his body? Or is it simply an illusion created by the conditions of that tragic night? The answer remains a mystery, left for each viewer to decide. The road still remains, and the curve just as sharp. But if you find yourself driving down Edgecombe Road on a foggy December night, you might just feel the presence of a young life taken too soon, forever tied to a night meant for music and joy.